Hello, class. Welcome to this week's filmmaking lesson. In this week, I might be staying here because of that Kudai Seki's birthday is coming on Thursday. So I will stay here until we can organize a party, but not from you, class, but from my friends. Okay? Well, so first we will be doing Walt Disney home video releases. So when you go to 2019 home video, this is going to be the last home video releases we can make, okay? On today, we will be doing Ad Astra by Kimakusa TV anime. Here's a plot in this film. In the near future, the solar system is struck by mysterious power surges, threatening a whole human life. After nearly dying from an incident caused by surge, Major Roy McBride, son of famed astronaut H. Clifford McBride, is informed by his U.S. Space Command (Spacecom) that the surges have been traced to the Lima project, created 26 years earlier to search for the limits of the solar system for intelligent life species. Under Clifford's leadership, from which nothing has been heard for 16 years after reaching Neptune, informed but that Clifford may still be alive. Roy accepts a mission to travel to Mars to try to establish communication with him. Joined by his father's old consociate, Colonel Pruitt, it is shown in several scenes that Roy is very emotionally detached. He has no emotional reaction to his wife leaving him or to the news that his father may still be alive. After taking a commercial flight to the moon, Roy and Pruitt are escorted by U.S. military personnel to the Spacecom base, located on the far side of the moon. En route in lunar rovers, they are ambushed by scavenging pirates who kill their entire escort. Upon arrival in that base, a dying Pruitt is placed into intensive care. Roy transfers to the ship called Cepheus, bound for Mars. The ship receives a distress signal from a Norwegian biomedical research space station. Captain Tanner has the Cepheus stopped to investigate despite Roy's protests, and Roy and Tanner make their way to the station. It appears abandoned and the two split up, but Roy soon discovers an escaped baboon test subject feeding on Tanner's corpse. It attacks him when it notices his presence, but he manages to kill it. Another baboon attempts to attack him, but he quickly subdues it and locks it in another module. He then kills it instantly as it attempts to open the door by depressurizing the module. Believing that he can save Tanner, he takes over the broken helmet visor of the spacesuit and carries him back to the ship, where he is declared to be already dead. A brief service is held where Tanner's body is ejected into space. Again, Roy appears to be very emotionless and calm after the violent encounter and death of Tanner, but he does admit that he experiences rage and recalls his father expressing his rage. Another surge hits as the Cepheus lands on Mars, requiring manual piloting to complete the landing. The interim captain freezes in fear, while Roy remains very calm and takes command of the ship. Landing it safely, Roy is led to the underground on Spacecom base where he meets facility director Helen Lantos and is tasked with recording voice messages to send to the Lima project in hopes that Clifford will respond. During one recording, Roy goes off script with an emotional appeal to his father and is abruptly taken off the mission on the grounds of his personal connection, posing a risk of it to himself and the mission's success. From the startled reaction of the recording observation team to his emotional recording, he assumes correctly that an immediate response from his father had been received and demands to hear it. Sequestered in a comfort room, he is visited by Lentos, who reveals that she was born on Mars and was the daughter of Lima project crew members. She shows Roy classified footage revealing that Clifford's new crew had mutinied and tried to return to Earth, causing him to return off their life support systems. Her parents included. She tells Roy that the crew that brought him to Mars are leaving to destroy the Lima project station with a nuclear payload. The two decide that Roy should confront Clifford himself, and Helen sneaks Roy to the underground lake beneath the rocket launch site. Roy clandestinely climbs aboard as the rocket takes off and is subsequently discovered by the crew, who are instructed to neutralize him. The entire crew is killed in the ensuing brutal fight. During the long journey to Neptune, a solitary Roy reflects on his relationships with his father on Eve, his estranged wife. The isolation and stress of the mission take a mental toll, but after a couple of months, he arrives at the Lima project. While approaching the station and a shuttle attached to the Cepheus, the shuttle is damaged in a collision with objects in Neptune's rings. Preventing it from docking with the station, Roy enters the station via a spacewalk while the shuttle drifts away. Finding the station abandoned and encountering the dead bodies of its crew, he plants the nuclear payload before encountering Clifford, the station's sole survivor, who explains that the surges are coming from the ship's malfunctioning antimatter power source, which had been damaged in the mutiny. Clifford has continued to work on the project, refusing to lose faith in the possibility of non-human intelligent life. After Clifford agrees to accompany him back to Earth, Roy finishes arming the payload, and they climb out on the station's surface in preparation for returning to the Cepheus. Clifford suddenly uses his spacesuit's thrusters to launch the two of them off into space, with Clifford pleading for Roy to untether them from each other. Roy reluctantly does so and manages to propel himself back to the Cepheus using his own spacesuit, and with a piece of the station's hull as a shield against Neptune's ring debris. Without enough fuel to return to Earth, he relies on the shock wave from the nuclear explosion in the station to gain the required speed. The data retrieved from the base suggests that humans are the only intelligent life in the universe. This inspires Roy to reconnect with those closest to him, and he returns to Earth with a newfound optimism. After expressing his opinions in a physiological evaluation, he reconnects with his estranged wife Eve. Alright, so tomorrow we will be doing Child's Play 2019 film. Here's the plot in this film. The multinational Caslan Corporation has just launched Buddy, a revolutionary line of high-tech dolls designed to be lifelong companions to their owners. Learning from their surroundings and acting accordingly, Buddy dolls can also reconnect to and operate other Caslan products. Quickly becoming a success for children worldwide, at a Buddy assembly factory in Vietnam, an employee is fired by his supervisor for insufficient work. In retaliation, the employee manipulates the doll that he is assembling by disabling all of its safety protocols. Before committing suicide, the doll is packed alongside others in preparation for an international delivery. In Chicago, retail clerk Karen Barclay and her 13-year-old hearing-impaired son, Andy, have moved in their new apartment where Karen encourages her son to make new friends while she prepares for his upcoming birthday. In an attempt to cheer Andy up and make up for the unease caused by the relocation and her new boyfriend, Shane, Karen blackmails her boss in order to procure a Buddy doll and introduce it to Andy as an early birthday gift. Once Andy activates the doll, it names itself Chucky and becomes attached to Andy. Over time, Chucky helps Andy befriend two other children in the building, Phelan and Pug, but also begins to display violent tendencies. He tries to strangle the Barclays' hostile pet cat after it scratches Andy, and one night, while Andy and his friends gleefully watch a horror film, Chucky starts mimicking the violence on the screen and approaches the trio with a kitchen knife before Andy disarms him. Andy arrives home the next day to find that his cat is dead. Chucky admits to having killed it so that it would not hurt him anymore. Karen locks the doll in a closet, but he escapes and terrorizes Shane, which leads Shane to confront Andy. After overhearing Andy's pleas for Shane to disappear, Chucky follows him home, where it is revealed that Shane has a family and has been having an affair with Karen and behind his wife's back. While Shane is outside taking down Christmas lights, Chucky breaks his leg before activating a tiller, which scalps and kills him. The following day, Chucky delivers Shane's skinned face as a gift to a horrified Andy. While police detective Mike Norris begins an investigation, Andy, Fallon, and Pug disable Chucky and dispose of him in the garbage. Building voyeur and electrician Gabe finds the doll and takes him to the building's basement to prepare him for online sale. Now fully repaired, Chucky tortures and murders Gabe with a table saw after making his way back to the ground level. Chucky lands in the possession of another kid in the building named Omar and proceeds to kill Mike's mother, Doreen, in a controlled car crash. Meanwhile, Indy fails to convince Karen that Chucky has become murderous, and she takes Andy along to her next shift at her shopping mall workplace in order to keep him nearby. Suspecting that Andy is a killer, Mike travels to the mall and apprehends him just as Chucky takes full control of the building. Chaos is unleashed as several employees and customers are brutally killed by rampaging Buddy dolls while Chucky triggers the mall's lockdown sequence. Mike is wounded amid the massacre, and Andy and his friends manage to reach the exit, only for Andy to be forced to return when Chucky reveals that he is holding Karen hostage with intent to kill her. Andy manages to free his mother while being attacked by Chucky before overpowering and defeating the doll with help from Karen and Mike. While the paramedics tend to Karen, Mike and other survivors, Andy and the rest of his friends, destroy Chucky's lifeless body in a nearby alleyway. In the aftermath of Chucky's killing spree, Caslin Corporation CEO Henry Caslin issues a statement regarding Chucky's programming as more Buddy dolls are shown being recalled and placed into storage. One starts malfunctioning inside its box. Alright. That's all the home video releases we got. So second, we will be doing Emma Monkey Pictures and Roman Cow Productions and Donkey Teeth Company shorts. It is about a snow leopard who has been on the snow for 30 years since their mother has died and father has died in the snow in a blizzard. As she prepares to hunt for food, the yak was destroyed by a snow leopard, and the snow leopard was hosted a feast in the winter so they can eat it before he will sleep. Alright, that's all the shorts we got. So third, we will be doing a Samsung Galaxy Note 10 series, Note 10 Plus series. The continuing story where Kiara was left behind with Kovu, and Siba tries to rescue Kiara, and a smoke of fire begins to destroy the enemy studio building, as Rabbit prepares to rescue to the other the civilians of the fire. The one of the girls that was that was still in another world with a door has not yet been confirmed that the fire was destroying the enemy studio, as as the flames destroy has been destroyed by Airi Ichijo, who is bringing a sword up to the flames. The Firebird, also Gilstiff, takes revenge and goes to kill the civilians for his revenge. Uh, all right, that's all I got for today. Let's do some work now. Good morning, girls. Good morning. Good morning. Hi. I just want to say that Kuraisaki's birthday is coming in 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 Thursday. Thursday? Yes, Thursday, Jean-chan. Good. What are we gonna bring her? We should probably bring her a cake. A cake? Yeah, a dark red cake. You want to make it? Sounds like a good idea. So when are we gonna make a birthday cake? Well, it's a dark red cake that she likes. Oh, right. So you'll want us to make a cake or something? Yeah, come into the cooking club. Come into the baking club. There might be lots of cakes in there. Yay! I'll have to go there. Okay. I'll just ask all of those things. Okay. What do I have to do for 4 members? Well, I can choose Jin-chan. Yay! And I'll choose Menashigimiya? Yep. Okay. And what do we have here? Yep, Lindays. Good. And then they're showing up as Sharkima. Yay! That's for me. Okay, let's go then. Alright. So 4 of us can go. Except for you, Freelancer. You're not going. Okay. Can I just stay in the home video club? Yeah, you can stay in the home video club. Okay. Because we're doing next year, right? Yeah, next year is going to be home video releases. Okay. Thank you very much. You're very welcome, Freelancer. Have fun in there. Thank you. Okay, now let's get started. Hello, everybody. Hi, welcome to Baking Club. Hello, I just need to make a dark red cake. Oh, you want to make a dark red cake? Yes. Okay. So, yeah, put your apron on and put your head things on, and then and just have a baking to do with your ingredients. Okay. So, what's a dark red cake ingredients? First, you need a little bit of flour, and then that's it. Oh, the flour and sugar, that's why. Yep. And then you can make a dark red cake. Let's get started. Alright. Okay. Alright. So, let's get things started. Let's put things to the big bowl first. Okay. What am I gonna do? First, you need to put some sugar in there, or flour. Okay. Alright. That's good to know. Alright. And just put the eggs in there. Okay.